Welcome back to NCRT class 7th, chapter number 7, weather, climate and adaptation of animals to the climate. Children, in the previous class we learned about what is meant by weather, isn't it, and how it is recorded by the meteorological department people. So we learned all these things in our previous class. So dear children, with this previous knowledge, let us start with climate. Today we will discuss about what? Climate. Children, as we learned already that there are a special organization, means special government peoples called meteorological department. We thought learned, isn't it? Meteorological department, isn't it? They will record weather and they'll collect records or information every day. They are going to preserve. So these people, what they will do means they'll collect the information of a weather daily, isn't it, and they'll preserve it, and even monthly and over years also. Means all these day information also they'll collect, monthly, years, even what, decades also they will store, means preserving, protecting safely. They are preserving all such information. So what they will do with this collecting or storing the information, children? Sorry, this will be, by doing so, by storing the information of a weather, it will helpful in determining the weather of a particular place, children. So these will help us to determine, in understanding, children, weather of a particular place, isn't it, children? With all these story, we can understand easily that weather of a so-and-so place is like this. It's a very hot. So-and-so place of a weather is cold. Like this we can say by storing all this information. So here the climate can be defined as the average weather pattern of a particular place. Nearly you can take 25 years and it is called as a climate, children. Understanding? Once again I'll repeat, children. The average weather pattern of a particular place nearly 25 years is called what? Climate. So in general we'll say, suppose if the temperature of a particular place is very high, then we can say that the climate of that place is what? Hot, isn't it? Temperature is what? Suppose temperature is high, means we can say that climate is hot, isn't it? And suppose if the rainfall is more of that particular place, means we can say the climate of that place is wet. So with this we can say that the climate of the particular place is hot and wet, isn't it, children? So the climate will clearly tells us in that is knowing the weather of a particular place. Got it, children? Yes. So let us look the table 1 and table 2. In these two tables we can get the information about what, that is Jammu and Kashmir's temperature, and similarly what, that is Kerala's, isn't it? Both the temperatures are recorded monthly and years wise, isn't it? And we will get a new term called mean temperature. Mean temperature. In both the tables, when we look at in detail, we will get what? Mean temperature. You know, mean temperature is nothing but it will be obtained in two methods, children. That is, at first case we will get average of the months, isn't it? And at the second step we will get average of average over months and even what? Decades, isn't it? And it is called what? Mean temperature. Removing, that is obtaining average monthly wise and also obtaining average of the average throughout the years is called what? The mean temperature. So after looking into the two tables, we can say that That is, Kerala's temperature is what? More, means high compared to the Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir, that is Srinagar's what? Temperature is little bit less. So what happens here? The rainfall is received moderately when compared to Jammu and Kashmir. So we can say that by these two tables that mean temperature of Kerala is more than that of Jammu and Kashmir. Similarly, we can take one more example, children, that is eastern parts of India, isn't it? Let us take an example, Rajasthan, isn't it? There you will find a very hot, children, means the climate of that region is too hot. And similarly, when you go to northeastern parts, you will get a rainfall at a particular period of time. So when we look at both these two places, we can find that the climate of those two places is hot as well as wet. So children, the clearly climate will tells, means determines as the weather pattern, means weather conditions of one particular place, and usually it will be recorded daily, monthly, years together. Such information will be stored, and with that help we can say the climate of a particular place is so and so. For example, when we say Rajasthan, the climate of that region is what? Very hot. You know why? Because the amount of rainfall in that place will be very less, isn't it, children? Almost you will find a hot days, isn't it? Hot summer days you will get. So we can say that with the help of the climate we can predict what? Means we can say the weather pattern of a particular place. Got it, children?